call us the Bright Sisters here with this lighting here. We still haven't solved that, but whatever. If you have not already watched the inaugural Sofa Series episode, make sure you go back one. And Jackie Wazalek and Isabel Alexander, two DOBs, will explain what the hell we're doing here and why we feel so passionate about spending this time with you. Because we had an idea that maybe we were onto something.
Yeah.
That old age has been misrepresented, possibly, misconstrued, and that we would like to share our perspective on, I guess we could say, we're not getting older, we're getting better.
Yeah.
And really sincerely mean that. It's not a platitude.
Yeah.
It's not on my t-shirts. Especially right now, because just a few days from when this is being recorded, I will celebrate my 70th birthday.
Which is, yay, the best, right?
What does it feel like to be 70? I'm just gobsmacked. I'll be honest with you. This is not what the young girl in me she's still screaming and kicking to get out, I gotta tell you, but this is not what she thought. I had this idea in my mind based on the role models that I had in my life of my grandmother and my aunts, that I would be quieter.
That's never going to happen, right?
Yeah, and I think I thought I'd be done doing anything significant. Oh, hell.
We've only just begun, right?
Yeah.
Now we have the time, the space, and the wisdom to do some pretty important things.
Yeah, and wisdom is a two-pronged thing. There's the wisdom to do things, and there's the wisdom to go, oh, fuck it, I can't ever do that again.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my God.
I know. That was the second time again, Isabel. I'm just, yeah, it's the craziest thing.
Maybe it's the punctuation in my life. Like, oh.
Yeah, it's setting the remote on fire.
This is happening, guys. But if you are watching this on YouTube, you will know why we are bursting spontaneously into giggles, because the lighting is going off and on and we are not touching anything. And if you are listening to this on audio, because of course we are in all the best places, oh my God, the cameras.
There you go. Wow.
Swear to God, this is too funny. Okay, so why would we want to be serious, right?
Yeah.
We are not retiring wallflowers.
Obviously.
And some might say that we are pretty admirable role models and trailblazers. This is too strange what's going on with Zoom here as we're recording this.
You have light coming out of your mouth. I have it shining from my headlight. Oh, good Lord.
I hope that we can keep this sense of childish joy forever. Because who would want the alternative?
Oh, absolutely.
I know you have had some rough obstacles in your life. I certainly have too. Yeah. We've had enough serious moments. We've had enough tears and fears.
Oh, all of the above. If you haven't, we've lived.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That's right. Because if none of that happened, we'd just be plastic people.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah. And it's because that we know that you can get through those things and that you can choose how to look back over your shoulder and take the perspective, the wisdom of those things that we're pretty glad to be able to share that with other people, particularly with other women, right?
Yeah, and especially as we reach this time of life where we do have some time to reflect, right? We have some time to think about, how did that ever happen? And every once in a while, I still wake up in the middle of the night with one of those things that I thought I was over, right? But obviously not. And so it's, where did that come from? And how do I get rid of this and resolve it?
I'm so glad you said that because I thought it was just me.
Oh, gosh, no. That's crazy. I think I'm sailing through and doing okay, and then middle of the night, wake up with a thought, or I don't know if it's a dream or if it's energy that's still stuck in here somewhere. Who knows? But wow.
That's so interesting to know that because I thought, what is wrong with you, Isabel? Did you even think about that again?
Yeah.
You know,
Why would that matter anymore? And some of them are old.
yeah,
Old wounds, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Old wounds, old moments of, oh shit. Yeah, right. And even old love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those moments I've experienced. So this is all so good to be able to talk openly and share. Yeah, I know. I just saw it again too. Like, what the hell? I think there is other energy present with us that wants to share too.
Yeah.
Maybe we're getting some high fives or something. I don't know. Jackie, what did you have thoughts about what it would be like to be in your 70s?
I didn't, except that I thought I would be retired and a business sold and all kinds of things. And I hit the 70 mark going, I should be retired by now. All the shoulds started popping up. And for me, that was probably the biggest obstacle, you might call it, that just said, I had to get over the fact that, so what? It's just another year. I've come this far.
Did you take that was a failure that you
Pretty
weren't?
much, that it was almost, well, my goodness, by now this should have happened, right? And I think I lived with that in my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, right? But those decade marks, to not view it as a failure, took a little bit of, oh my God, the old habits are coming back again.
So I'm thinking right now that, yeah, we had these sort of paradigms set up for ourselves based on the societal script that we were raised with. And so it was like you had to check off
the box,
those milestones. But what I think is happening here is that, wait a second, that script, throw that
Get
out.
rid of that.
Yeah, because it's not a failure. It's an entirely new script.
It's just a different script. And I say you have plan A, plan B. I felt at that moment in time, I was on plan Z and running out of alphabet, maybe.
There are other alphabets, right?
So I don't know if you've had that experience as you come upon this year, or if you're at such a place that you're very comfortable with what's 70. And I've lost a lot of friends in the last few years. The last few years have been a season of loss, right?
Yeah.
And so how do you stay resilient, bright, still good with all of that happening also? And so my yoga practice has been my greatest grounding, and you stand balanced, you stand whatever those waves are that come crashing at you, you stand in your greatness, right? I hope you experience that as you turn this big old milestone.
I think I never seemed to be the right age throughout my entire life, according to the check
check.
boxes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I was a very young teen mom. I was working and running people's businesses where the people were 30 years older than me that I was managing. I was always out of conformity, not intentionally thinking that was to defiance, it was life circumstances. But when you were talking, it also came to me that, okay, we're saying to everybody, it's a new day, it's a new script. But even more important, I think, Jackie, is that everybody writes their own script.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you want to retire and you have whatever your desire is for, we're not saying that's not right.
No, you can work till you're 90 or 100. If you're loving what you're doing and it feeds your soul, go for it, man.
Yep.
And I didn't even think about that until we just started talking about it. But I think at that age, it became a point of, whew, I'm done. I've done this for a long time and I'm ready.
Yeah.
So yes, it's flipping the script always, right? And that's maybe what we're here for. How do we flip that script?
I like it.
I like that a lot.
Because the light switches are flipping, so
Right.
let's flip the
Let's
script
flip the
too.
script.
Yeah, let's do that. And we'd like you to help.
Yeah.
Let's toss it up. What could it be like? What if you just said, oh, I got nothing here to follow. I'm going to write my own script. What would you choose? I saw that too. And whether that is that you want to devote all your time to your grandchildren and ensuring that they know you and that's your legacy, high five, because we both love our grandchildren.
Yeah.
If you want to go trek the Himalayas or the Himalayas, whichever way it's said, as a recent guest on the podcast has done,
go for
that's
it.
your thing too. If you want to start a brand new business, which there are so many of us in our 70s and 80s doing so, and I have a whole theory on why that makes a lot of sense, but we'll talk about that on another episode. Whatever it is that you want to do, get married, have an affair, cut your hair, dye your hair, it is totally open.
Yeah. And I think this is the season to do that. We can lose our self-consciousness. We can give ourselves grace. We can understand that we've got this huge ball of stuff that we can flip into a script that works for us.
I'm pretty excited about this.
I like it.
Just thinking back, if you took every single moment experience, learning, skill, strength, oh, fuck, that hurt.
Yeah.
And you go, all right, let's just lay those all out end to end. What do they mean? What's the story? What's the character that's developed? What's the role I want to play next? And you're never ever starting from scratch because you're starting from experience.
Yeah. How beautiful is that, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Because our lighting is getting even sillier, we leave you to ponder that and really encourage you. Reach out and share your thoughts with us. And hey, propose some more topics for us to discuss. Because if you haven't gathered yet, we're pretty transparent people.
Yeah.
And we think it's a mission.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we enjoy each other's company so much because we're able to talk about things that maybe we don't always share. And it's just nice to be this age. And I welcome you into the 70s. Get our disco ball.
Absolutely. I've been playing on YouTube music, 60s and 70s music and dancing here and thinking, oh my gosh. Truth is, I didn't always feel this great. I just had a hip replacement a couple of months ago. And before that, I felt like I was a pretty crotchety old lady and wasn't as much fun as I knew
And pain will
they-
do that to you, right?
Pain will do it.
So it's
too.
getting out of pain, finding those joyous moments and finding a sense of humor. This week, I was at a day of celebration and I was asked to speak about stepping into our greatness. And so what I shared with the audience, and I'll share it with you really quick, because when we quiet down and listen to the whispers of our heart and the echoes of our soul, we know what we want. We know what we need to make us feel good, right? And we also know from really young age, we learned a lot. And one of the things we learned was stepping into greatness takes putting your left foot in, putting your left foot out, putting your left foot in, shake it all about. And the real joy of that is, the last line of that is, put your whole self in, put your whole self out, put your whole self in, you shake it all about, you do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around, because folks, that's what it's really all about.
Oh my God. That is the perfect.
Let's turn
metaphor.
ourselves about today and figure out what that script is for the next decade of our lives.
I'm dying to get up and dance now. Woo! All right, you just hokey pokey yourself around and come on back and join us, because I have a feeling this is going to be contagious. Bye.
Bye.